Hey everyone, welcome to Life Her Podcast. I am Yvette Lloyd. Thank you for tuning in. I just had a message for you guys today, but first and foremost, could you please subscribe Life Her Podcast on YouTube and also subscribe on all major platforms and also share this with someone that you know it'll resonate to them. So, y'all, it was a lot on my mind today, and one of the things that God has brought to me was do what's for you. And a lot of times people find it very difficult for them to do what's for them. And when I mean do what's for you is the fact that maybe you are a business owner and you see someone else doing something and you feel like, oh, maybe I should try that too. But at the same time, it's not for you. It may be for them, but it may not be for you. Or if you see someone playing a sport and you like, maybe I could try that sport out because it's working for them. So maybe it'll work for me too. Or I want to go sign an application at this job because such and such make this much money. So maybe I should fill out an application and I can make this much money too. So my thing is understand how to stay in your lane. You have to be so much in tuned in with yourself, knowing who you are, knowing what you're capable of doing, knowing your goals, your ambitions, your passion, things that you know that you love to do. And this is something very, very difficult for people because a lot of times we see people being blessed on a daily basis. We see them accomplishing so many goals, making so much money, or just living comfortable on a daily life. However, we can't expect ourselves to live like them and be comfortable like them, be as successful as them, or nothing because you aren't them. And it's difficult for you to understand that you aren't that person because you are having a vision that is really their vision. That vision may not even be your vision because God is trying to show you and shift you in a direction on something that should be for you. And this what comes in play with that when you have to sit down and write your goals or sit down and actually figure out what do you like to do, what makes you happy doing it, what do you feel passionate about doing something. And we all be so confused on our direction of life because it's so much that the world has to offer, but you have to know, okay, this is what I love to do. I enjoy doing this. This makes me happy. It moves my spirit. I can do this every day. You don't want to do something that you get sick and tired of and you want to give up doing it and you just feel like just giving up. Giving up, yes, it may end up becoming an option, but it shouldn't be an option because you have to keep going constantly every time, nonstop. You got to keep going. If when you're crying, you got to keep going through grief. You got to keep going through hurt and pain. You got to just keep going all the time on a daily basis. And the reason why I say you have to keep going is because you may go through things in life that you feel like you can't handle, but the things that you are going through in life, it was for you to handle and it was for you to master it. It was for you to strengthen you. It was for you to guide you. And it was for you to be a testimony and help someone else get through whatever they are trying to get through in life. You have to understand you are you are here for a reason. You are here for a mission. You have to complete this mission because it takes you on to the next level of life on where you're supposed to be. A lot of people are still behind. You could be 40 years old and you still have the mindset of a high schooler, and you just don't even know that everybody has surpassed you that is doing other things. And that's where it creates people to not understand your direction in life. It creates people to not understand who you are. It creates people to not like you no more. It creates people to hate you. It creates people to hate on you. It creates people to down talk you. It creates a lot of evil things because they don't understand how, why, when, and where you are going and how you are doing this. When are you going to help them? When is this, like, it's just, it's crazy. And this is the way the world goes. This is way people's mindset is at. And a lot of times, those people that are still stuck in the past and we're still friends with them, we have to find ourselves moving forward in life. And that's why I don't want you to be stuck on figuring out doing what's for you, because you could find yourself not doing what's for you, and you have someone that tell you, no, you shouldn't do that, or yeah, you should do that. That's not doing what's for you. That's getting validation. That's getting uh, confirmation that you feel that it's from somebody that's going to tell you what you need to be doing, or whatever the case may be. You got to understand, in your spirit, in your gut, you know exactly what you want to do. You just got to find it. You got to figure it out. You got to understand how to just do things that's just for you, and understand that a lot of times we just find ourselves just too stuck into this social media world and not becoming to realize what's in our reality. You have to be truthful with yourself. You have to know that this is the direction I want to be in, because this is what I want to do, because it's for me. And think about it, like, I don't want to do that because that's not for me. That's not who I am. And you will figure it out. Like, you seriously will figure it out. But I really want you guys to understand that no, giving up isn't an option, and doing what's for you is always best for you. And staying in your lane is always promising on that side. um, just the fact of you minding your business. It's very hard for certain people to mind a business. When you figure out how well and how healthy and how peaceful your life can be when you mind your own business, you can't find nothing any greater than that. I'm sorry, you can't at all. And it's the most beautiful feeling in the world when you just step into your own path and step into you, on who you are and where you can be and how you can get there, because you are able to do any and everything that you're destined to be. We have the same 24 hours as anybody that is successful. And you don't only just have to be successful in owning a business. You could be successful in your job and the position that you have. You could be successful in anything possible and positive that is exactly for you to be able to reach further in your goals in life. But a lot of times it starts also with your mental and your spirit. You got to make sure those two are right. And not to mention your emotions. You have to control your emotions. A lot of times things ain't what it's cracked up to be. Sometimes we find ourselves being like overly dramatic or overthinkers. And when it's really not something what we really making it out to be. It could be something so small and we turn it into zero all the way to 100. So if you control your emotions and you know the difference between your emotions and you actually doing what is right for you, you'll be set. You will be set. And then your mental, it's always good to listen to other podcasts, reading a book, looking at positive things. Yes, we be on social media all the time, but what is in your timeline? What are you looking at? You know? Are you looking at Shade Room? Are you looking at on them other blog sites? Is that your focus? You got to understand your focus. You got to see things that's what's for you. You could go on YouTube. You can even look up stuff that are amazing on TikTok as well that will educate you on exactly what you want to do. If you're not educating yourself on a daily basis and doing research on something that you have an interest in to see if it's something that you really want to do, maybe you should try it. You really should try it. It could be something that may be for you or not, and you may find something new that you be like, man, I know how to do that, but I never knew how to start it. I know how to do that, but I never knew how to do it. And that's how you just figure things out when it's something that is for you. So just understand that. Y'all need that. It's like it's a world full of things that we can do. A world full. And I'm talking about on the positive side. And just one of the number one things is loving yourself. Um you comparing yourself to somebody else, you could be comparing yourself to someone that don't even love themselves. That's not even happy with their life. They may not even want to be here no more. Let's just keep it real. So you got to understand who you are idolizing. Even when it comes to celebrities, you don't really know these people for real. You just know what the blogs tell you. You just know what they post. You just see what other people say. But you have to understand you can't take anything into your spirit, especially when it has nothing to do with you. These are negative traits that you are taking into your spirit and it's affecting you in your personal life. You have to eliminate things from your life so that you can understand your path. You don't even know you yet. I don't care how old you are, it's never an expiration date on who figuring out who you are. It's gonna be something new every single day. You like, man, I didn't know I like that. Man, I didn't know that triggered me. Man, I didn't know. It's just so many things that you could figure out about you that you still gotta figure out. You can't let nobody tell you nothing about you because they ain't you. You can't tell nobody nothing about theyself because you ain't them. That's the whole point of you staying in your lane and figuring out who you are and doing what's best for you. You can't let nobody tell you about you. Like you really have to understand that. And just even the fact of just hearing something so positive and surrounding yourself with people that is for you. Sometimes we have friendships that should have been expired. And who cares that you known them for years? Who cares y'all had some sort of a connection? But what have they done for you to still be around? I'll wait. Just think about it though. Do you find yourself doing so much for a person and you figured out that you haven't even done half of it for you? Or they haven't even met you halfway and did anything for you either? You got to understand. You may have a gift that's just hidden, but you ain't figuring it out yet because some of us we are natural nurture people. We like helping people, caring for people and everything. I've done it for years. I've done it for years. I've helped people with so many things. I've given people my last. I've given people things that I didn't even have. I've given people things that I didn't even have nothing for myself. I couldn't feed myself. I couldn't buy myself nothing. And then everyone just think I have it all. Or just think I have it all together. No, I just have it together because I had it together to help you. Because I wanted to. Because I felt that you needed it more than me. But now in this season, oh no, that ain't happening. I need me. more than I need me. I need me more than I need me. And that's why lately I just been doing what's for me. I've always just paid attention to things that I really love to do, like podcasting. I love podcasting. It's therapeutic for me. This is something me and my mom always wanted to do. And it helps me release things and release my feelings and everything that I have going on in my mind, everything. I could talk about whatever I want to talk about because it's my podcast. I could say whatever I want to say because it's my podcast. And I can help whoever I want to help that is listening. And I could say however I want to say it because it's my podcast. And I hope and pray that it is helping somebody to be able to be a better version of themselves. Because that's where it's at. It is. I done been through so many things. I'm overwhelmed. I am overwhelmed and I'm ready to conquer the world on helping other people and giving them a message on whoever is going through it too at that moment and they don't know where direction to go into. Cause I tell you right now, I done been through some things and quite sure my words of encouragement can help somebody off a conversation. And then over the years of me going through so much, it also strengthened up my discernment. You know, you'll find yourself reading somebody without them even speaking. You could just go off their energy. You could go off their body language. You could go off anything. So I just really want y'all to just understand that you are powerful. You are amazing. You are destined to be whoever you want to be. But first and foremost, you have to start loving on yourself. You got to set boundaries. You got to cut people off. You got to figure out how to move forward and heal from things from the past. You can't control the past, but for certain, the past is controlling you. And whoever did it is still controlling you. So the only way you're going to get through it, unless you push through it. So continue to push through and start figuring out who you are and where you about to be, because it is so much in this world that's waiting on you. It's somebody that's waiting on you right now. Like, come on with it and give it your all. Don't half step. You know how long I have step? I have stepped so long to a point where I just felt myself at like a pause for a very long time. Some days I don't even know how to just come out and just be like, hey, I want to do this, this, and this. But hey, I'm trying to go full force at this point. So I hope you coming along too. But that's just a message that I had on me. And y'all wouldn't even believe it's 11 o'clock at night. And I couldn't go to sleep without even having this short discussion because I just feel like it's going to help somebody. And I pray that it does because we we had a battle right now, and that battle is us versus us, and we got to win. It's a winning season, healing season, heal season. It's all the goodness in this season, and I want y'all to be able to get all that's good because you have to know that you deserve it. You've done a lot, but now it's time for you to do a lot for you, and I want you to understand that and just think about it. Think about it and pray about it. And even when you find yourself coming into your shortcomings and getting off balance and not feeling motivated anymore, not feeling like doing absolutely nothing, or find yourself getting off track and you just lose focus, just figure out something and snap back and keep going. That's all you can do. Even if you fail, get back up, keep going, try it again. If you don't want to try that again, try something else again. But you got to do something. And you got to do something that's just for you. Who cares what people think? Who cares what people say? Block all of that. Get in your own tunnel vision and just keep going and thriving and striving. Because when you get to where you got to go, them same people that laughed at you, talked about you, didn't believe in you, didn't support you, all that, they going to come crawling back because they going to see that you winning. And when they see that you winning, they going to try to be a part of it. But they don't know you already heard what they said. You knew what they said. They told you what out of their mouth. But right now, that business ain't your business no more. They cut off. You can't bring people back in and then let them come back out. They just want to be nosy and see what's blase. Oh, such and such doing this. I be around them. They always want to be a part of the success. But it's time for them to get cut off and stay gone. Ain't no rekindling. No. Bye bye. Point blank. Period. So, like I said, y'all, just keep going. I appreciate you all for supporting Life Her Podcast. Again, please subscribe on YouTube and also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, on the major platforms. Make sure y'all tune in my audio podcast on all major platforms. And the other dope thing is if you have Spotify app, you can also watch me live. So I'll be uploading videos on some of my interviews and you can watch the interviews live. So just imagine you driving or you sitting at home chilling or whatever, you're able to watch it. So yeah, y'all, technology is teching. So thank you so much. And right now I gotta say good night because like I said, it's 11 o'clock Eastern time. And I just really wanted to share this on you guys because it was in my heart. Okay. All right, y'all. Peace. Good night.